Michael Cheeves, who is the director of this movie, is also going to direct The Conjuring 3. Yikes. The Curse of La Llorona. I said it. One take and I just said it. It's not that hard to say. Especially that the trailers basically said the whole thing because they put it there because I don't think people will pronounce that name. Yeah, it's called The Curse of La Llorona. I hope I did say that right. This movie is directed by Michael Cheeves and it's the new Conjuring film in the Conjuring Universe and it stars Linda Cravellini. I'll call her Linda C. Like, I couldn't say her name. But anyway, this movie is about this weeping woman known as La Llorona. Basically, in the past, she drowns her children and now she's after this family led by Linda C. And of course, they have to try to stop her from, killing her children. Yeah, very cliched horror plot that we've seen so many times these days. But it's a new Conjuring film, so maybe they can do something different with it. We'll see how it goes. I watched the trailers of this movie, and literally, I love the Conjuring Universe. So this movie, I watched the trailer, I'm like, it does look terrifying. It pops up in every single time on my phone, like when I'm watching YouTube videos in the dark with the lights off in my room, and I saw that commercial. It did freak me out. It did kind of like, jump scare me. Especially I just wore earphones when I watched that. But also we got a new director installed, Michael Cheeves, and he's going to direct The Conjuring 3. So basically, I want to see what he can do with this film. And with all the terrible reviews, and I watched this film, and basically what I'm thinking straight after this film that I am so worried about The Conjuring 3 because this movie fails at the right hands. This is not the worst movie of the year, but I could say it's the worst horror film of the year. That is for sure. But this movie has a couple of positives. First, the cinematography in this movie was absolutely terrifying and in a good way. The style of this film looks really good and I think Michael Cheeves did a really great job at making this film look creepy. And also, La Llorona, the look of La Llorona looks really good. She looks very, very terrifying. And that's what I love about the Conjuring movies, the makeup design and even the prop designs. They made the prop designs and the makeup designs look very, very creepy. And there's literally like one scare in the movie that I was literally freaking the hell out. There's a scene that is involved with this hallway and green lights. That scene was like silent, there's no score, but it did freak me out. Unfortunately, that was the only scare in this movie that I literally jumped because this movie doesn't deserve to be called The Curse of La Llorona. This should be called The Curse of Jump Scares because this whole movie is full of those jump scares that we've seen in many movies before. There's not even like, after a jump scare, there's not even a chance to breathe after that because there are so many jump scares in every single scene. It doesn't stop, it's non-stop. You don't even take like a rest from that. I literally was like, I'd rather see more dialogue after that freaking jump scare because jump scares feel so unnecessary. They're just making jump scares for the sake of making jump scares and they're making jump scares for the sake of making this movie scary. This movie wasn't scary, except for the look of La Llorona. That was scary, but the way they use the scares in the movie, they used a lot from the trailer. Like, honestly, the trailers definitely is the scares of the movie, except for the one that I did mention before. The characters in the movie are basically just cliched horror movie characters. We get these kids that basically love their mother, they lost their father, and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. And of course there's this mother that really is overprotective, she cares about her kids, blah blah. We get this priest character played by the guy from Breaking Bad in this film where he plays one of those, yeah, I'm the priest, I'm carrying the cross and all that stuff, blah blah blah. And yeah, this film is just very cliche and there's so many dumb decisions with this film that made me think to myself, horror movies aren't going to go original anymore, wouldn't it? Because they had to go with such cliched jump scares. Do I think this movie's better than Annabelle? I would say so, but this movie definitely wasn't as good as The Nun. Yeah, The Nun was better than this movie, and a lot of people hated The Nun, including a bit of myself. Like, when I watched it again, I'm like, I can understand why people hate it, but I still think it was entertaining for what it is. This movie wasn't entertaining. It's just full of jump scares that we've seen many times before. And if they were using jump scares that we've seen many times before, this movie wasn't scary, it wasn't terrifying. Also, the biggest problem that I have with this film is that they made this film for the sake of making a Conjuring movie. For example, we get that priest guy from Annabelle in this movie, which he doesn't do shit in this film. Basically, they just put him in there for the sake of saying, oh, you know what, this is the Conjuring film, so, yeah. In your face, people, like, it's the Conjuring film, like, what a twist, isn't it? No, show him in the trailer, so we obviously know this is the Conjuring film. At first, I didn't think it was a Conjuring film, but when it said from the producers of the Conjuring Universe, I'm like, this definitely looks like the Conjuring film to me. Overall, guys, Curse of La Llorona was not that great. I was literally really disappointed by this film, and I think, I gotta say, and I'm very sad to say this, but I think the Conjuring Universe is now going to a downfall. I really feel bad for this movie. I really wanted to like this movie and enjoy it, but I didn't. The scares are just too much, very cliche. I wouldn't recommend you guys to see this movie. The acting was just very cliche. This film is just very, very average and not in a good way. I wanted something better from this film. So I'm hoping The Conjuring 3 is good, Michael Cheese, but I'm now very skeptical for Conjuring 3. And that's very sad because at first I was excited for The Conjuring 3 and see what this director can do with this movie. But unfortunately, he did fail at the wrong hand. This film is just made for the sake of making a Conjuring film. If this film wasn't a Conjuring film, I don't think it will make any difference at all. I'm going to give The Curse of La Llorona a thumbs down rating. So guys, let me know down below if you have seen The Curse of La Llorona. Do you like the film or hate the film? Just let me know in the comments below. That's my review for The Curse of La Llorona, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and have a nice day.